Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. That was exactly the feeling I got when I was sitting on the plane from Vietnam to Finland 2 years ago. No families, no friends, just me against the world. I had no idea what I wanted either. Like a drifting boat, I chose to study business and IT because that was what made my parents happy. And quite truthfully, I thought it was the right choice too. But never once did I feel like I belonged to any of it. I have always been interested in telling stories, especially when I got here. I tell my folks about life in Vietnam, how it was truly a different world compared to the Finnish one. But let's be frank, everybody loves stories, one way or another. And I just didn't realize that I would want to be a storyteller until a project at college came up where we had to make a short film. All I had was a Pentax K50, a camera that you probably never even heard of, that just happened to be able to record videos, with broken aperture control that kept their iris at max, a tripod borrowed from the school, and an absolute confused mind that had relatively zero ideas what to do. Heck, the only things I ever shot were my Instagram stories, but I was somewhat involved in photography, so I took the camera anyway. And ahead I went. Hours were poured into the internet to read and watch about cinematography, and I never felt so alive. I would shoot a portion of our movie on one day and finish editing it on the very same night. It felt so real and amazing, and I just couldn't stop. The movie we made was not, by any measure, good, but our teacher liked it, our classmates enjoyed it, and I remember telling myself, I wish I could just keep on doing this. In August 2019, I made a video called 24 FPS for a challenge when I was applying for a video content creator job. The video did land me on the job, which I found at most fascinating, but what was even more amazing was this incident that I could never forget. For the context, I was in a rock band at high school, and every year there would be an interview for different positions like guitarist, pianist, as well as media specialist. And my friend, who was attending that event as an interviewee, had to interview a junior videographer. On being asked about his motivation, he answered, "Because I watched this video called 24 FPS by a guy named Khanh on the internet, and it really motivated me." That was the first time I felt like my work finally reached someone that I didn't even know. And then I asked myself, how would it feel like if I can bring my work to reach thousands, even millions more? Fast forward till now, the fire is still burning. My YouTube feed is still filled with videos on filmmaking, lighting, cinematography style, so on and so forth. I take on paid projects, free projects, I even create my own projects. And I still feel like I need to create more, much more. There are still stories to be told, and I want to bring it all out there for the world to see. Stories about different people and cultures, such as my own. I have certain worries too, like not speaking the native language, not having official film education, and in general just having a different route. And then I found the Academy of Moving People and Images. I found Shahi, the linguist from Syria, Sara, the burgomaster from Finland, and Roxana, the lawyer from Kazakhstan. All being so different backgrounds, different origins, yet are so incredibly alike, sharing the same love for filmmaking, and are eager to bring their stories to the world. And I would do anything to surround myself with such people, to make movies with them, with what we have for the world to see. The sky would be the limit, and I would get to practice and film as much as I could. And I would. And I would grow as a filmmaker as well as a human being. Then maybe one day, I would bring my stories, those that I grew up with, all the way from Vietnam to the big screen in Finland and Europe. I knew I just had to apply, that this is the chocolate piece that I just have to pick from the box. Everybody loves stories, one way or another. Some write to tell them, some tell them with words. I choose to tell them with motion pictures. In other words, I would like to call myself a cinematographer, a filmmaker. Helsinki, the 19th of January 2021. Signed, Khanh.